Good afternoon. I'm your host, Kevin Edwards, here in the studios of WEHC and WIC FM. And today we have Camden Benoit. Take it away, sir.
Yeah, thank you. This is one of the first songs I released called Anything Anymore. I once loved a seamstress who was woven in silk. She stitched her suspicions in a patchwork of wishing that our love wouldn't wilt. I once loved a milkmaid for all in all that she brought. She drove blame to my doorstep and left me to forget her skin, it was soft. So here's to all the words are said and all the words of not. The women I have loved, some in present, some in thought. You'd see the grievance, it was mine. I'll regret it, give me time, for I don't feel much anything anymore. I once loved a banker and all her transactional ways. She cashed debts of frustration into a mountain of hatred, and I left without pay. I once was an angel, I once loved his wife. The adultery was honest, her body so flawless. I skipped heaven that night. So here's my apology in song for all the rights that I've done wrong. Too imperfect to repair, now lonely man who I've caused harm. These actions, yes, they're mine. I'll take blame from talking vain. So I won't say much of anything anymore. Ooh, I said, ooh, I I'll play another one in the theme of Bob Dylan. This is relatively topical because it's about Hurricane Helene. fights herself inside my home. Her hospitality is a cruel affront to take all that I own. As the river rose relentless, we clambered up onto the roof, put our hands and heads together and pray the rapture is coming soon. Now the water has receded, in its wake a gaping scar. There's a wasteland where the kitchen stood, the bedrooms in the yard. And all our leaders, they sent millions to pave the people in Palestine, while we're left to clean the wreckage while working. So tell me now, young patriot, whose flag you wave with pride, is the anthem sung melodically or indoctrined in your mind? I think death was born American. He's a tax man for the poor, takes our money back to Israel, turns our freedom into war. War. I'm a trembling, the harried quake of my upper lip, the tremor trapped intrinsic trickles out in a seismic shift. Did you notice I'm a tapping? My heel raps against the floor, like the ticking of a time bomb. You're hardwired to ignore all that I adore. Did you notice I'm a rambling, I'm a gambling, a whisper, and I'm catching wind. The sails below if she's listening, yet hang slack on a tone-deaf rig. I hope you notice I'm a tangling distraction, it dangles from a snarling string. Even if I'm bleeding, grieving or bereaving, you won't hear a thing. Ooh, you're preoccupied, I guess. You're preoccupied with this box of bolts and flashing lights, choke away moments of the night. Your eyes turn crimson, neck goes white, just like a knife. The hand of spite slides the passion from her life, replaced with a couch-ridden midwife, dressed in the artificial bright glow of the show. I don't care to know. my deprecation was prescription for my pride. You medicate by scrolling, it's put a hunchback in your spine where you once stood in a line when you only had the time, for the phone was your divine. You finished all my rhymes when you only had the time.
I'll play a new one. This is probably my most new song. Kind of finished it up last week. Doesn't necessarily have a name yet, but it's about kind of the declining health of some of my grandparents. So very cheery.
Cut the branch right from my family tree. Splinters flake and chip away a legacy. That laughter's louder when it's shared. Jokes proud became impaired when the body and my hind collide. Oh, are you terrified to lose the only life you've known? Become a refugee in your own home. Is recognition in your eyes? Has memory metabolized till it's pumping and pounding through your veins? You feel shame. With all that's lost, what is there left to gain? Upheld vows in sickness and in health, through poverty and modest wealth. For it ain't money that leaves a mark, or the conscience of his heart. It's the meager murmuring in the brain. Oh, but you're at that age where friends, family, and lovers pass from parties pounding. Now the waiting room's packed. Is there light out in the distance? Is it proof of afterlife existence? Or one fatal final eclipse and then cremation into a crisp? I missed you today. You're still living, oh, it's not the same. Tomorrow you'll be on your way, but me here, I stay.
I feel so privileged to get to hear your new song today.
Yeah. Good. Thank you. Any feedback?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I can say it's great, so.
Oh, sweet.
And you call your genre folk music?
Yeah, I would.
You said you're dwelling a little bit of jazz too as well.
Yeah, I love listening to jazz, and I've been playing a lot of jazz piano kind of over the past few years. Only really the past 2 years, kind of recently gotten into it. I'm not necessarily sure you would hear any jazz influence on the guitar, just because I'm really not good enough on the guitar to play any of those, major sixes or like flat 5 chords. But I would say, yeah, probably folk music.
Oh, cool. Down here at the Sweet Bay, they do a jazz session on Sundays at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, Tom Peterson. Right?
Yeah. Maybe you could sit in one day with them.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I don't think they. I saw once, and I don't think they had a piano player, which I was very interested in.
Yeah, there you go. They can always use a piano player.
Yeah, I need to. You need to know a lot of songs.
Yeah.
I think I only know my I know my Autumn Leaves, Blue Monk by Thelonious Monk, Monk's Blues by Thelonious Monk, but. I'm not at Giant Steps level yet with John Coltrane and all the changes there.
I went there back early spring and recorded for my radio show. And
the jazz session.
Yeah,
that must have been fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed listening to Tom, and always great.
Yeah, Tom's great. He did a how-to improv session at Highlands Community College this past spring, and I went, and he's a good teacher. He's a good teacher as well. Good player, but also very clear instruction, and really nice guy.
And now you recorded some music.
Yeah.
And you told me that you recorded on your own?
Yeah, I've recorded pretty much everything on my own.
Wow. I've been listening to your music on YouTube and Facebook, and I know you sound great.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
I love your music, love your style, and
thank you.
I'm just so glad to have you on today.
Yeah, awesome. I think the produced versions leave a little to be desired with my mixing and mastering skills, but
well, it sounds good.
Yeah, good enough. Gets the job done.
It gets the job done. I don't have no criticism for me.
Awesome. Yeah, I think sound engineers might.
Well, got more tunes for us?
Yeah, definitely. I think I'll play a cover, actually. I have 2 options. Do you want a slow country ballad or my favorite Bob Dylan song?
Do your favorite Bob Dylan. I love Bob Dylan.
I do too. This is The Lonesome Death of Hattie Carroll, my favorite. It's more of a story than a song, really. Diamond ring finger at the Baltimore Hotel Society gathering, and the cops was called in, and his weapon took from him as they rode him in custody down to the station and booked William Zanzinger for first-degree murder. But you philosophize disgrace and criticize our fears. Take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. William Zanzinger, who at 24 years owned a tobacco farm of 600 acres, with rich, wealthy parents who provide and protect him in high office relations. In the politics of Maryland, reacted to his deed
with a shrug of his shoulders, and his swear words were sneering, and his tongue it was a snarling. In a matter of minutes, on bail, he was out walking. But you who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears, take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. Hattie Carroll was a maid in the kitchen. She was 51 years old and gave birth to 10 children, who carried the dishes and took out the garbage and never sat once at the head of the table and didn't even talk to the people at the table and emptied the ashtray on a whole nother level. Got killed by a blow, being slain by a cane that sailed through the air and came down through the room, doomed and determined to destroy all the gentle, and she never done nothing to Williams and Zinger. But you philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears, take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. In the courtroom of honor, the judge pounded his gavel to show that all's equal and that the courts are on the level. And the strings in the books, they aren't pulled and persuaded. And even the nobles get properly handled once that the cops have chased after and caught 'em, and that the ladder of law has no top and no bottom. Stared at the person who killed for no reason, who just happened to be feeling that way without warning. And he spoke through his cloak, most deep and distinguished, and handed out strongly for penalty and repentance Williams and Zinger with a 6-month sentence. But you who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears, bury your rag deep in your face. Now is the time for your tears.
This is a song called "Or So the Story Goes," about a friendship. Yeah, it's my only song where I sing in falsetto, which my dad told me sounds cartoonish. So that's kind of a fun fact.
He said that he sold his coat. His body felt no cold, but more like any sympathy. He said he crossed all 7 rivers, it washed away his figure, and I thought that that was brave. Every gesture took a lesson in the lecture that he taught so the story goes. He said he was born a king with a scepter and a ring, so he would grace us like a god. He swore he was being honest, betrothed and kept his promise, but the mistress knew the truth. He had a wandering disposition, the hands of a magician, oh, that picked a victim card. Now my pedestal's in shambles, like the lies that he didn't ramble on, or so the story goes. Or so the story goes. Or so the story goes. What did you say? Your hands became calloused from lack of balance when it was the friction of the diction. Even your conflictions have contradictions. It's like, how can I believe a word you say? Who am I now? Thought my identity was plenty, but I'm not carefree at all. I'm just missing a mystery.
This is probably one of my better songs, and one of a song I enjoy playing on the guitar, called Bird Song.
Do you hear the sparrow singing up in the trees, away from all the years and fears, distractions of life? Do you hear the oriole's orders? He commands a crowd through crumbling forest. He calls for change, it's a forbidden phrase. Bird song, bird song. You're delicate like a morning psalm. Bird song, bird song. How many years until you're gone? Why do you feed the raven silver? His pockets are full, nothing to deliver. Just one more war, a genocide. And can you find the finch's feathers? They're plated in gold and shelved forever in some six-bath home in Arlington Heights, while your 6 kids are alone on Skid Row tonight. Bird song, bird song. Your melody strings me along. Bird bird song, bird song. How many years until you're gone? How do you feel when the birds stop singing? When tufts of their skin and treetops clinging, and all of the bombs, you'll hear them ringing. Let's compromise for our demise. Corruption ties, oh, they cross all lines.
Well, you have to tell your dad. I don't think that song sounds cartoonish at all. Your voice.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we'll have to let out when I send him the, recording of this song.
Oh yeah,
You'll
definitely.
hear it.
Yeah. No, you ever thought about maybe doing opera? I think you have
I never have. No, I
You have
would
a-
be a first.
you have a great voice.
Yeah, you think I'm ready for opera? I do love Phantom of the Opera, the musical, which I guess is a bit of an opera as well. Although I will say I always wished they had a Phantom of the Opera version that was a little less opera.
Okay. Have you had any formal vocal training?
No, just I've always liked to sing, I guess.
Well, you never knew that, but by listening to you.
That I haven't had formal. Oh,
Yeah.
no formal vocal training, but other than just just singing a lot.
I want to say that Bird Song. It's one of my favorite songs of yours.
Yeah,
I've been playing it a lot at home, and so
awesome.
it's a great tune, and
Yeah.
really enjoy listening to it.
Yeah, it's I wrote that one at the off-grid cabin actually, so
At the off-grid cabin. All right.
I think it was the right environment, right?
That's where
nothing around.
that's where you get most of your thinking done, right?
It is a good place to get thinking done. It's
Yeah.
very true.
And write music, of course.
And writing music, definitely.
Is it? Do you have electricity up there?
I do not know.
Wow, it's really off-grid, don't it?
Yeah, the goal is to get electricity, but it's difficult to do that legally.
Right. That's understandable.
So I'm thinking of getting some solar panels and, kind of digging deeper into the off-grid stuff.
Any plans in the future of recording a official album in a studio?
Yeah. I mean, my plans are kind of to keep recording as I have, I think.
Okay.
I'd like to kind of compile what I have. I think I've learned a lot from the first song I released to like the most recent songs that I've been working on. I've learned a lot about the production and also about kind of the arranging. So I'd like to compile everything I've put together once I have enough material recorded for an album and kind of re-record some of the earlier stuff at a higher quality. And some of those instruments were MIDI'd from my keyboard, and I'd like to find some, real musicians to play those, so it's not just me playing everything.
Well, today, in today's environment, with technology we have, it's so much easier.
It's very easy.
Than it was probably 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah, definitely.
But now you just do it on your phone, right?
Yeah, it's very easy to record. The hardest part is learning all the skills.
Yeah, when I do my video editing, I'm learning something new every day, it seems like. It just takes time and patience, doesn't it?
Definitely, yeah, a lot of patience, and leaving it and coming back, that's kind of why it takes me a long time.
And hitting the undo button a lot,
Yeah, Command Z is...
Yeah.
I certainly know that keyboard shortcut.
Oh, yeah. You got some more tunes for us?
Yeah, definitely, I do. This is also kind of a new one, politically inspired, although hopefully not divisive. It also doesn't have a name. Hopefully I remember all of the words.
It's prevalent that the president is malintent, war and evidence. represent and misrepresent the people in our great lament. A culture war won't fix the score. It's a distraction, so we don't think more about fertile whores and Epstein's shores. It's how oligarchs are born. The system's broken, battered blue and choking on oppressive motion from the left and right. The ground is shaking, the earth is quaking for a change worldwide. Suburban sprawl is protocol, concrete walls entomb us all. When culture stalls, the lords enthrall. For profits rise when empires fall. The capital's theatrical, immigration made mathematical. When peace is signed contractual, why is love so radical? I think it's simple. We're half past resolution. Time for revolution, persecution of the absolute. A movement that's bipartisan and more important than even your dinner plans or who you're marrying, man. If there's violence, would you take a day off of unpaid vacation time for it? Cheers, one more glass of wine, for they kill you and call it suicide. If you want freedom, it costs more than your greed, son. Teach your young to bleed one sunny summer day. But nothing shifts. Tides don't turn and days don't drift. For those concerned, the game's a grift. The hand that's dealt was counterfeit. And ignorance is for the rich. 'Cause the caste system still persists. It's muslin mouths and sealing lips. A poison wrapped in privilege. Cool.
Very nice.
Thank you.
So I didn't think you messed up in the words.
Well, you know, there was definitely at least one more verse, but must be the least important one. Or the least special to me or something.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just fine, isn't it?
It is just fine.
It is just fine. He's retuning here a little bit. So tell our listeners what kind of guitar you're playing today.
Yeah, I'm playing a Dean guitar. It's a Facebook Marketplace guitar for like $150.
Wow.
And I don't know, it's just stuck around. I've had a few guitars before it and after it actually, but I kind of only play this one really.
It's got a good sound to it.
Yeah, I like the sound. It's kind of actually quite dull. The resonators have this thing called a cone on the inside, and I guess they kind of wear out after you play it for a while, and you know, it's a lot less tinny than like a classical resonator you see people playing on with slides and stuff, and I think that's because I've beat it up a little bit.
Oh.
But I kind of like the duller sound.
But it sounds good, especially with your style of music.
Yeah, I think when the open tunings, it
Yeah, definitely
shines.
It does shine.
Yeah. inspirations, and this is a song by an artist named Lily Talmers, who is around now. I think lives in Brooklyn. This is one of my favorite songs by her.
Thank you.
It's a strange load to carry. Hear a dog whistle, sounds like it's calling me home to the heart of my mortal wound. And it's true what they said about me. I'm a tattered flag, waving dirty and holy and prude. Do the words sound the same to you? I'm alright, I am. Just the tide's gone still and I'm left waiting for something to happen, for anything to happen, to hear someone's laughter. Something good must happen. Emotional resistance. I don't feel pain, just remnants of my past. They're a friend I afford myself. Love like that you just remember. Though you try so hard to close it, to end it, to heal, it will feel you end to end. I'm alright, I am. Just the tide's gone still and I'm left waiting for something to happen, for anything to happen. Something good must happen. Yes, something good's gonna happen. It's a wide open winter, and its muted deafness will break you, will bind you, will kill the mood. I'm alright, I am. Just the tide's gone still and I'm left waiting for something to happen, anything to happen. Something good must happen to hear someone's laughter, to run only faster, for paper or plastic, a natural disaster, a ride in a casket, a free-colored napkin, a home on the east side, and people to call my own, a bike with a basket, a ball and a racket, the Old and New Testaments with all the condiments, a summertime cannonball, Lady Godiva on a certified Ferris wheel. Just tell me how to feel. Oh, just tell me how to feel. Signed your local suffragette, a woman of eloquence, strictly monogamous, live from that high school dance. Life is a party. Don't you wanna be part of it? Don't you wanna be part of it? Don't you wanna be
Very nice, Camden.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for coming in today.
Yeah,
It's
thank you.
greatly appreciated. This is Camden Benoit. He's from here in Abingdon area. You might can catch him at some of the open mics at Sweet Bay or at Tumbling Creek
Certainly.
on Thursday and was it Monday nights at Tumbling, right?
Monday and every other Thursday.
Yes, and it's hosted by Jenna Green, the one and only.
Very great musician.
Very great musician and a great lady as well.
Great community connector.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm sure she's glad to have you at her open mics.
Yeah, she said she's she said she came and did this a few
She did?
months ago, or maybe even a year
About
ago or so.
about a year ago,
Yeah.
actually. I think it's about a year ago in May, if I remember correctly.
You have a lot of artists to remember.
Oh yeah. And then next Sunday we have the Hayden Spangler Band, and they are bluegrass. They'll be in the studio, and